McGay now set to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Carr now to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. And getting this just shy of midfield and spotted at the 49. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Carr. Completion here to Claypool. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. They'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Aaron Sippos in punt formation.
Here's Aaron Sippos out now to punt on 4th down. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. They bit down defensively there on the fake. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And it's a Titans touchdown. Evan Ingram from 13 yards out. And the Titans have cut it back within a score.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. A 10-play drive that time. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. 1 The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Mason Rudolph leading this offense out for their next possession. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them. And the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Rudolph looking to throw it. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Rudolph throwing again. Got a man open. It's Wims. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Up the middle they go with Mostert. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Rudolph. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rudolph. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And tackled down.
Just a second, guys.
Now Rudolph. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but now.
So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. From the right hash, this from 48. Gay's kick is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3. After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. And he's got his target, Harris. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They hand this off to Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. Right side, Claypool's got it. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Rudolph flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense set to go again. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Now Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Baker. And he'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I'm going to get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw his Carr. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Carr. Open man right side is Ingram.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris. And he's got 4 down in. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Carr. He finds his man complete. It's Baker. And he will have a Titans 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
He sees Fuller on the out route, and it's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Throwing now is Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Now Balaj. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Ain't they like this drive a little bit better there, partner? Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darnay Holmes. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have be accurate.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rudolph looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McCoy. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Rudolph now to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Rudolph. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Rudolph. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30. From the 29, Rudolph. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Rudolph. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This will be fielded inside the 5. They'll start the drive with Harris. A short gain here, maybe. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. Room here to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the 2nd half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. Over the middle, complete. It's McCoy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Rudolph. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Andrew Wingard. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, here's Rudolph. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Titans getting set to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On now is the Titans punter as he's on here to punt it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35 on second down, Rudolph. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Rudolph looking to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Back to the air, Rudolph. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McCoy. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On second down, Mostert. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. His throw incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. This is Harris. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now Carr. At It's swung out wide to Harris. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On now is the Titans punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rudolph throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Here's Rudolph. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. They run it with Balaj. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to 49. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
But they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game is starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They run once more with Stevenson. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
Here's Carr to throw. Here's Fuller with a catch. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. To throw, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Rudolph. Over the middle, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Got a man open. It's Wims. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Hodges. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, this will be Dallas. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Back to Stevenson on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the 22, Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. On 2nd and 9. Ryan toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Here's Ryan to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Young. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Baker. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they've got to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll look to run with Dallas. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Titans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a little more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now it's Hodges. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Hodges now. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Hodges looking to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Once more, Hodges sets to throw it. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 37 yards. And the Buccaneers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now. But that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Ryan. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game when they're down a couple scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Tossing this out wide to Dallas. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. This is Dallas, an inside handoff. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Ryan. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Christian Jackson, 41 yards. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
What's good on the extra point? And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Tennessee score. Touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Completion left side to Miller. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Operating from the gun. Hodges. Coleman has it here right side. And the Bucs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Mostert is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there at the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan over the middle, complete. It's Young. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Ryan will throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. On 1st down, Ryan. And he'll just get rid of it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Ryan. They set up the screen for Stevenson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's a Titans touchdown. Derek Young from 19 yards away. And the Titans have got it back to within a score. Next with the extra point. And things got a little more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at early's opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And some room to run now. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 8. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.